Academy and the first Caribbean Authorpreneur Summit around her book, Authorpreneur Secrets. Write fast, publish affordably, and generate lasting income. As an Amazon best-selling author of 21 books, she has coached several Caribbean authors to become Amazon best-selling authors. Her mission is to raise up 10,000 winning Caribbean entrepreneurs by 2030, to ensure fewer books die in the minds of their authors, that more manuscripts become published legacies, and precious lives are transformed with the turn of every page.
All right. In 2021, UNESCO declared that creativity is the industry of tomorrow. And they declared that that year was the year for creatives. If you're an author, you are in the right industry, the industry of tomorrow. That industry was estimated to be 985 billion US dollars in 2023. And so it's time to cash in to the creative industry, the creator economy, and learn how to make a living with your book without even selling many books. And today I'm going to talk about 3 tips to help you to do just that. Welcome to Authorpreneur Secrets Live. This is episode 6, and class is now officially in session. All right, so inviting you to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because this is going to be the place for up-to-date information for authors in the Caribbean and other emerging countries or small island states to get the information that they need to make a living with books without selling many books. And I'm going to be giving you the roadmap on a Thursday to do that. And this masterclass, this live session, is based on this book, Authorpreneur Secrets. Write fast, publish cost effectively, and generate lasting income with your book. Kamika Ruth Taylor, founder of the Authorpreneur Secret Academy. I'm the author of this book, and I am a publishing consultant, writing and publishing consultant to independent authors. I help them to, as you said with this book, to learn how to self-publish cost effectively, and then how to leverage your books to make a full-time living and to expand their impact and income without selling many books. And today we're going to explore the creator economy and how you can be a part of that. And as usual, I'm going to be showing some slides and just going through this informative presentation and prescribe 3 tips that will help you to cash in on what's happening in the creator economy. So let's get started. Let's look at some statistics first, and then let's get into it. All right, so let's start. So we're talking about cashing in on the creator economy. And so what is the creator economy? Well, the creator economy refers both to the economic and social infrastructure that enables the work of creators. That includes authors, that includes artists, and the creator economy comprises the technological and economic ecosystems in which creators do their work and engage their audiences, including digital platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Substack, and Patreon. And they use digital tools. You have a broad infrastructure of people and companies that support the creative efforts to do their work and generate revenue. And when we talk about the creator economy, it's also called the orange economy, and it's the creative industry. And you would see a lot of people on TikTok, you see a lot of video creators and people making money through social media. They're all part of the creative industry. Now, the creative industries are those industries which have their origin in individual creativity, skill, talent, which have the potential of wealth and job creation through the exploitation of intellectual property. Now, in Jamaica, our part of our national development plan is to encourage and to promote intellectual property as a tool for economic development. Hence, as an author, what we write, the things that we come up with from our minds and put on paper, that is intellectual property, and it is an asset, just like a house or a car. And sometimes it's even valued more. So there are 13 subsectors in the creative industries. And of course, we are part of that. I'm just going to go through a list of them. So you have arts, audiovisual, film, cultural heritage, design, entertainment, software, including video games, fashion, music, publishing, performing arts, and visual arts. So if you are doing any of those things, you're part of the creative industry and you need to tap into the creator economy. So if you're joining live or watching the comments after, let me know which one of the creative industries you're a part of. No, most of the people who join this program are authors. So you're in the book and publishing aspect of the creative industry. All right. So we're talking about cashing in to the creative industry. It's 985 billion US dollars. It was estimated to be. And we need to just tap into that. And how can we do that? Well, first, you are tapping into it by creating a book. So you've created something. And I know last week I talked about the fact that many books are not selling. You're not selling many books. And therefore, if you're going to only sell 300 to 1,000, you can't make a living with that. And therefore, is it still worth it? And I shared about the value of the book, that it gives you authority, it opens doors, and you can create multiple income streams. And just remember that the book is only one format of putting in content. And so let's look at how you can tap into it. I'm going to share 3 things quickly. 1, you can become a creative entrepreneur. So if you are starting a business in any of the creative industries, you're a creative entrepreneur. So if you have a business with arts and crafts, if you have an audio visual thing, if you are a content creator, like Basilia or Evie Royal, or even if you're in YouTube and doing those things, and you have a business in that, if you're in the business of publishing and writing books, you are a creative entrepreneur. If you're creating software, including design, video games, and you're using that as a business, your music, your performing arts, and a lot of people have been doing that now, and they've taken the performing arts to TikTok and they put out these short videos. So I see, a lot of the graduates from Edna Manley School of the college there of arts and drama and that kind of thing, they can know, because of the creator economy, they can perform their skits and their comedy. And we see Certified Samson of Trinidad doing that. We see Evie Royal, we see Julie Mango, and we see others doing that. And so that's the content there, starting a business in that. You're becoming a creative entrepreneur. And if you're an author, if you're in the author business segment, then you are an author entrepreneur, and therefore you're part of the creative industry. And you can begin to tap into the cash. You can begin to bankroll. You need to bankroll your book. And one of the ways is by becoming a creative entrepreneur, you can tap into the developed market. So there are certain countries in the world that are considered developed, and there are those that are considered developing or emerging. So if you're in the Caribbean, Latin America, many parts of Africa, you are developing, emerging economies. And very often your dollar is not as strong as the dollar from the developed countries. And so if we can begin to tap into the developed markets, if we can begin to sell our books or goods or content in these markets, like the US is the biggest earner in terms of the creative industries. We're talking about certain developed countries like the United States, Japan, Germany, Canada, UK, Italy, all the places that Caribbean people love to migrate to. Those are the developed countries. But you can stay right here and tap into those developed markets and earn more in your country and make a decent living. I remember when I wanted to migrate in 2014, I was looking about the papers. I was thinking of going to the US. I was also thinking of going to Chile. And in the process of doing that, I remember the Lord said to me, live in the land, feed on truth, and I will sustain you. And so that halted my migration plans. And one of the things he said to me is that the career that I have is not location specific. I didn't understand it at the time, but as an author, as a publisher, tapping into this creator economy and with the value chain, I don't necessarily have to migrate to earn a decent living. And so you can stay you don't have to migrate to tap into the markets of the developed countries, because you migrate because the economies in the developed countries is stronger. There are better opportunities. And so, for example, in Jamaica, 80% of those trained at the tertiary level, they often migrate. So there is the brain drain. And it's because stronger economy, more developed infrastructure and technology and that kind of thing. But some of us can stay right where we are and tap into those markets because of the creator economy. So your content you can, just like how Usain Bolt trained at home, but succeeded on the world level, making an impact on the world level. With your content, you can do that. And a book opens doors for you. Through Amazon, you can distribute your book worldwide. US, UK, Canada, they can be selling there. There are other products that you can create from the book. So it's not just the physical book. So you can do audio books. You can you have the paperback. You can put the book in the content that is in the book, you can put that in different formats. You can create your own YouTube channel around the book. You can, depending on what the content of the book is, you can create a podcast. And so my podcast, the Authorpreneur Secrets podcast, it was being aired in, I think, 90 odd countries around the world. And if you monetize your podcast through sponsorships and brand deals and different things, then you can begin to tap into the markets of the developing countries. And so you have to think beyond just your book as one product and one format. You could create skits like what some of the people are doing. You could create merchandise and have your website, and then you could connect with, just like we've done with Amazon. We're right here, but we connect with a bookstore, a printer in a developing country, and they produce and ship it. So you could produce things, whether it's merchandise, a t-shirt line, different things, and you can have your website online that people around the world can go and buy the products. You can have those kinds of things and tap into the developed markets. And therefore, you can be earning in US dollars, living in your developing country where the dollar is stronger. For those of you with design skills, right? If you are a cover designer, because the publishing value chain has several parts. As an editor, as a cover designer, as a formatter, the different skills in the process, as an illustrator, you can tap into the developed markets because you have your website, you have social media, and you can promote your services. And if you promote it well, through social media, you can get people from the developed countries now to hire you and pay you. And so you begin to earn more. So you cash into the creator economy by tapping into the developed markets, even from home, because of online technology. You also have remote work. You can be in Jamaica and you're working with people all over the world. So, like in Bamboo Sparks, we have clients in Japan. Again, tapping into developed market. We have clients in Canada. Um, we have clients in the US. Uh, there was a lady from, what was it, Saudi Arabia who contacted us. We have Caribbean people all over too. And so some of our clients are overseas, and therefore you tap into that stronger dollar. And sometimes people are peeved because how can you be in Jamaica and you are charging US dollars? Because you're tapping into the overseas markets. And if you are online with what you are doing, um, the US dollar for the most part is like the trading dollar. And so through your website, that kind of thing, those are on YouTube. And if you build up your followership, you know that YouTube gives you money. So there are people still in their countries, whichever African country. When I look at, for example, grandson, you know, the guy who transformed his body into a bodybuilder and, you know, looking like an African king, a lion. And right there in Kenya, he used social media, Instagram, YouTube, to tap into the market of the developed countries, grew his YouTube channel to like what, 1 million followers, and you're getting money from that. And with that now comes other opportunities, brand deals, you name it. So what I'm saying as an author, you can do it. A lot of authors are doing it through TikTok and BookTok. And so for some authors, TikTok helped them to sell more books. And again, you can stay right here in Jamaica and tap into that and get some of this $985 billion and make a decent living, you know. So again, your books can be distributed to different countries. And then you take the book, like I said, the content of it, put it in different formats. So tap into the developed market. My next point is explore content creation beyond the book. So for me, for example, I take advantage of the fact that people don't like to read, or maybe there's a decline in readership. So the book gives me a sense of credibility and authority. You wrote a book, you get attention. So I take the content of the book and I create a membership group or a subscription. I create a service where I'm teaching the content from the book. And then people who, that can be a course. So if you turn the content of the book into a course, people from all over using online, the internet, can now sign up for the course. You're not limited to your own economy, and you can tap into the markets of developed countries. No, I have done that. So I remember taking the content of this book, Authorpreneur Secrets, and I use it to teach, to help people to become certified publishing coaches. And two of my clients were in Canada, and I took the content. Remember, I said tap into the markets of developed countries, and I took the content and I turned it into a training program that I got paid for at least $1,000. At that time, it's much more than that now. It's $5,000 for the training program. and you can test different price points, but you're tapping into that. So explore content creation beyond the book. Some people, through content marketing, they teach, they do podcasts, and they leverage that, and they do like crowdfunding. So right now there's a lot of authors who are doing Kickstarter. They want to print their book and special edition. You know, printing books is expensive, right? And so what they do, they use Kickstarter, and they offer various bonuses and different tiers. And there are people who are making like 12,000, 5,000. There was this guy, I don't remember what his name was, if it's Brandon Sanderson or something of the sort, but his Kickstarter campaign as an author, thinking creatively, I think it was millions of dollars. And that was him now tapping into the creator economy, because he created special editions. So you can create special editions of the book, and then you can have people sponsor that and back that through crowdfunding, and it becomes, again, the creator economy, and you're tapping into that. And so you need to think outside the box. So Joanna Penn of the Creative Penn podcast, she's in the UK, but I think she's on her third Kickstarter. And I think the last Kickstarter raised what, 12,000 US dollars. Is either US dollars or pounds. And it helped her to produce these special like gold foil books, not just the books that Amazon create, but through Book Vault, she's able to create these special editions, these very creative books that they call them bespoke, you know? And so she has another one coming out, and it's just special editions. But she's not using the money out of her pocket to print those. She's using the creator economy, the technology, in this case, Kickstarter, and tapping into that. And so we can do those things. Of course, there's going to be a learning curve in all of that, you know? So either you learn or you partner with somebody who knows, and you pay them, and you get it done. So tapping into the creator economy. So the first thing I said is that you have to become a creative entrepreneur, start a business in the creative industry. The second thing I said is that you have to explore content creation beyond the book. And my final point, as I seek to wrap up, or was that the final point? You explore content creation beyond the book, right? The second thing I said, if you are going to cash in, you have to tap into the develop markets and make use of the online technology, right? And my first point was become a creative entrepreneur. So you have to start a business in the creative industry, and you can use your very own skills. So if you are an editor, not just an author, but an editor, you can offer your services online to different people across the world, right from where you are. Through the internet, you promote that again, and you tap into the creator economy. As an entrepreneur, you think of special things. I shared, for example, how I did that with my membership group. I took the content from the book, and I created a teaching and training program where people from the developed countries can tap into that, and I can earn more. So whereas like $1,000 might not go far in the US, in Jamaica, $1,000 goes far. But I could only do that too because I already had a book that demonstrated my authority and my credibility, that I know what I'm talking about. And so also you can create these things called like academies, which bring me to my own academy, the Authorpreneur Secret Academy. I have taken the content of this book and other knowledge that I have from other books, but primarily this one, and I've created some courses and coaching program. And I would love for you to go to authorpreneursecrets.com/academy and check it out. I have free courses a free course to teach you how to write a book in 24 hours or 30 days, the Rocket Writing Masterclass and Boot Camp. The boot camp is not free. So you have the online courses, taking the content from my book, The Rocket Writer, turn that into a course, self-paced course with videos. Again, tapping into the creator economy. That course is free. But then the boot camp, if you want me to if you want to have a live session, if you don't want to write your book and you want to speak the book and I write the book, then that boot camp starts at $1,500 US, right? And so again, tapping into it, because some people don't want to write. So I can write it for you. You tell me your story, you tell me your expertise, I write it. But if you are thinking of writing, so there's that course, that free course, the Rocket Writing Masterclass and Boot Camp. And I've done that in Jamaica as well, but tapping into it again, I took the content from the book, The Rocket Writer, and created another product and service with the content. Then there's a free course, Publishing Secrets 101, that teaches you how to publish cost effectively. The same information from this book, I took that a section of the book, created video tutorials, and it is free. Over 2,200 people from 97 countries around the world have done that course. And I also have a publishing certification and training program that's $5,000 US. Again, I took the same content because this is a textbook for that program. Again, tapping into the creator economy. And so those are two free courses, right? Then I have the book formatting secrets, masterclass and boot camp. I have a book formatting guide that teaches you how to format your book in Microsoft Word and how to use Atticus. And it's self-paced. We have some live session online, and that's just $99. And then we're going to have a live boot camp for those who want it for another $99, where we can work out, do some more troubleshooting, you prepare your book. So there are 11 courses there, or services. So we have, for example, book marketing secrets, because a lot of authors need to know how to market their books, don't like to market. And so there's that course there. There is also, like I said, the premium. So we have free, cost effective, and premium. You want to learn to write a book and you don't know where to start, you can go to authorpreneursecrets.com/academy. And let me put that in the comments. And let's see how to do that just now, because this evening I'm broadcasting from my phone. My laptop is malfunctioning. But it's working just the same. So let's see, on the banners or the ticker, right? So there it is. Go to authorpreneursecrets.com/academy, and you can look at how I have taken the content of this book and created different services to help people who perhaps they read the book or they don't want to read the book, but that explains it. And so there are 11 courses there that you can check out, or services. And that way, I'm practicing what I teach, and that can help you to make a living with your books without selling many books, and tap in or bankroll your book, cashing into the creator economy. So go and check it out. All right. And if you want to sign up for one of those boot camps, let me know. All right. So this is Ruth Taylor saying, thanks for watching. Share it with a friend. I hope those 3 tips help you. Think creative entrepreneurship, start a business, think content creation beyond the book, tap into the developed markets, making use of online technologies. And that way you can begin to cash in to the creator economy. Again, asking you to like, share, comment, subscribe with your book without selling many books. Remember, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, you can still win with books. So go pen it to win it and dominate entrepreneurship. Ta for now. Until next time. Take care.
Let's welcome C. Ruth Taylor. Ruth has created the Authorpreneur Secret Academy